Welcome to Silhouette Thursday. Thanks for joining us. Silhouette Thursday, for those of you who don't know, is the first Thursday of every month. We try to put out a video that either has a tip or a trick or is a project done using our Silhouette Cameo. I know you're thinking to yourself, well, why am I looking at this card? And it's because this die cut shape here, we cut out using our Silhouette and used one of our existing clear acrylic stamps to do the stamping. And I emphasize the word existing for a reason. I know Silhouette America has a stamping starter kit, and I would love to get my hands on the stamping starter kit. Unfortunately, I haven't seen it in the big box stores. And when I see it online and I see it on sale, the shipping is just way too not effective for me to get it. So in any event, I've got plenty of stamps that I found, and this one, the stamp that's shown here, actually came from the Inspired Ink, the HSN line of crafts that I think it's the Simply Stated kit. It has this frame and it also has the piece in the middle. We're not going to be using that one today. Today we're going to be using this lovely flower stamp from hot off the presses. And this stamp kit, or this stamp sheet, I got from the Hot Off the Presses Stamp Camp 2 DVD. So you're like, okay, all that's good. What's the tip? Here's the tip. You've got a lot of clear stamps that sometimes, or rubber stamps, mostly clear acrylic stamps that you use and that you stamp and that you fussy cut around, or you paper piece. And when you scan, when you use your Silhouette software along with your scanner, whether it's a standalone scanner or a scanner attached to a printer, you can go ahead and get the shapes cut out nice and even, no scissors required, and then that way when you stamp on it, you'll get complete and full coverage when you put your stamp on top of it. So let me show you how you do that. And what you're going to do is you're going to go up here and you're going to go to either your file or your file icon and open it up. Make sure that the extension that you're looking for is your JPEG file, and then that way it'll wind up opening up to the image that you scanned. Once you have the image that you're scanned, you're going to go over to the trace button. Go from the trace button, go ahead and select your image, select trace area, take your icon and move it over just like so. For your trace area, you can go ahead and move your filter all the way up so that it blocks out most of that other stuff if you want it to. It's completely up to you. That way it takes it all the way up to its highest resolution. Go ahead and click Trace Outer Edges. Once it's done that, you can move your image out and you can see that it traced the outer images. Let me go ahead and zoom that in. Okay, so now you have your image traced out in the area that was stamped. What you're going to do is you're going to come up here and you're going to go to your Offset button. Go ahead and click your image that you just pulled out from your trace and select Offset. It's going to go around all of the outside pieces and do an offset. And you can see this offset is really huge. And if you want to put in, here you have the ability to move the slider or to punch in the numbers to how far you want the offset. Go ahead and click Apply, and you'll notice you want your edges rounded because this is kind of a rounded image. Click Apply, and now you can pull away and you have an offset image right here in this box of your stamped image. Okay, here I've done 3 different sizes of offset. One's really tight and close, almost right up on the line. One's a little bit further out, and one's not a lot, but a good significant space from which around the stamp. Go ahead, set it up on your mat. I have mine set up on an 8.5 by 11 cutting space piece, and go ahead and cut it out you now have a you'll have a perfectly die cut shape for you to put your pre-existing, pre-owned acrylic stamp on. I'm going to show you some examples of what I did. I took this stamp and you can see it, and I made the thicker edge going around this. Then I took another one and I made the edge a little bit closer. It's a little bit closer to the edge. And then I did a third size, all based off of that same size stamp. And this one, the edge is almost non-existent.